Hello, Retention Committee. So I thought I would utilize all of these technological resources that we have. And since I am constantly recording videos for my online class, and in an effort not to waste your time, I thought put you on board, okay? So I'll make this as brief as possible, but this is our meeting. We probably will have one other, but I would like for you to send me an email if you have any concerns or questions about what the information that I'm delivering. And certainly I love your feedback on anything, but I just wanted to give you an update. Okay, so if you recall when we left off, we were talking about putting a link on the social work website regarding retention. I have since been thinking about that, and although we have some very valuable information there, I'm not sure exactly what the purpose would be for students, that is. It serves a great purpose for us because we can always go out there and look, and our faculty members, as well as other faculty members, can go out there and look and see what we are doing that is impacting our retention and graduation rate. But I wanted it to be a little bit more student focused, and I'm not so sure students will utilize it or have a reason to utilize it. They want to graduate. Their parents may want to know what they're doing within the School of Social Work to assist them, but I'm not so sure about the students. So I'm going to leave that on the table and ask you to send me an email regarding your concerns about that and let me know if we should move forward. Okay? The other updates have to do with what we've done for our goals. So we had about 7 areas, 12 maybe, that we needed to cover in looking at enhancing what was going on with the Student Success Center. So at this point, I'm pretty sure Student Success Center is never going to be like we had anticipated that it would be in terms of serving that purpose. Yes, we do have a tutor now for 207. We had one last semester, but they let us know at the close to the end of the semester, they selected a student that we had not had any input in selecting in terms of their success with social work. So it was just kind of one of those check the boxes, but not something that was going to really make that kind of a difference. This semester, at least, we have a tutor for 207, which is one of those gateway courses that students have a lot of difficulty with because it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of policy, and it's a lot of academic writing. They're not used to that yet at 207, but they have to get accustomed to it. And so in a response, I'm looking for my declaration. Oh, in response, I decided to create a state of the student, something that we could address on our end because it has to be sustainable within social work. And we do have a nice outline for how we want to go about addressing our students in the sense that we want to engage them, right? So our state of the student, a declaration of student engagement, success, and faculty progression that advances into student retention and improved graduation rates. What you may question there is faculty progression. When we were in the meeting, we talked about what we could do with faculty members to help the engagement process or to help our students because, student engagement by faculty members outside of the classroom tends to increase retention across the undergraduate levels. We've increased and improved in those areas, but we haven't necessarily tagged them as retention areas. But I am trying my best to keep some contact information about what faculty members are doing or engaging in. I did think that when we had a discussion about how we could kind of help move faculty members in that area, that I think that that's a little bit removed from what we should be constructed to do because we've had so many changes in our structure in social work. I don't know that that would be a viable option at this time, and I think that the School of Social Work should be a lot more focused on accreditation that I don't necessarily see happening at the moment, but I think that that's where the focus should be a little bit more on. But in the line of progression to move forward, let me just give you some quick highlights about what we've accomplished, okay? Student Success Center is not knowledgeable regarding the social work program and curriculum. We've tried to have more contact with them. Again, there have been some changes twice since we've met, and those changes will be forthcoming. I can't really say at the moment, but they'll be acknowledged by the university, I guess, in a little while. So let's just say the person that we normally would contact in Student Success Center is changing again, but it has changed since the last time we met, and we just didn't even know it. Okay. Students are not aware of the time, dedication, and commitment of paperwork associated with their practicum placement in their final year, and they need to be, as well as freshmen prior to their junior year should be asked why they chose social work, um, and given a little bit more information about the field. So both those areas will be highlighted during the new course, Social Work 199, which addresses professionalism. And I know that there were some concerns about professionalism may not be the area for which there needs to be redirection in order for there to be an improved level of student success. I would challenge that a little bit, but I think probably, as I kind of massaged it in my mind, we're thinking about professionalism in a very traditional um, avenue, and it's not traditional. So professionalism for social workers would include also that kind of academic writing that's needed in our field, as well as how you address a professor when you send an email. So it covers a wide span, and including leadership of how you carry yourself, and that is basically being a leader of yourself. And so those things, along with the academics, I think create a better and improved student for longevity. And that means not only for the undergraduate program, but also those folks who, segue into the graduate program. Um, we also have addressed, as a freshman, you don't understand the curriculum sheet, and there needs to be student explanation of the eval, how to read it, the class abbreviations, etc. Dr. Lane will be conducting some student forums that I believe start in March, and some of those areas will be addressed for students, and that gives them a better idea. Dr. Dennison is also conducting mock interviews for our practicum students before they get into, before they have to actually go on the interview for the agency, which does help them tremendously. Dr. Dennison and Mr. Worley are co-chairs for our Social Work Society, which we changed the name to create a higher level of professionalism. And with that, they've done a lot more on campus with Social Work Society. And we have a Mr. and a Miss. They had a activity, I believe that was Monday night in the gym. They have a sip and chew activity that will be Friday afternoon, I believe. So a lot more engagement and activities for them, because our students mentioned that other majors are involved on campus, and social work programs need to be highlighted and more involved on campus, and so we're addressing that. Freshmen and sophomores need to get to know their major professors and learn about them through engagement. That is one way that can be done with the Social Work Society, as well as with Social Work 199. They will have an opportunity. If you didn't know, Social Work 199 will help take the place of social problems, a course that our students have to take in the sociology curriculum. So now we will have ownership of our own class that will address also social problems and how you address those social problems in a professional, scholarly manner. Um, and I can share that syllabi with anyone that's particularly interested in it once it's complete. It's approved through us, has to be presented, I believe, to the university. But it should be on the schedule for the fall of 2020. Okay. And I believe that is just about it. We have a few more that we have not addressed, but also one of the last areas that we're addressing is a course, not a course, wrong terminology, a program that's being offered through Student Pathways and Academic Formation. It's under the Office of Academic Engagement. It's called SPICA, Spartan Pathways Industry Collaborations and Alliances. Okay. Dr. Robin Marable is the spearheader of this particular project, and the SPICA activities, procedures, and everything I have listed. But just to give you a better idea, it is associated with our Social Work 200 level course, which is Mr. Worley. We're also considering Social Work 220, which is human behavior. However, this course will allow students to have additional time and dedication to social work through someone that we select, which would be our professionals in the field, to engage with them in off-class hours, to also have those students to be able to um, mirror those professionals at some point. So no more than 20 students to start out with, and there are two other SPICA programs on campus. One is with the nursing department. I believe the other is with CSET. So they're just trying it out with a couple of programs that are amenable to allowing them to kind of function. So it's really centered around the career and giving students more exposure to their career choices earlier in their programs. Okay, so more information if you need it, I'll be glad to share. We're just starting, and students have just been introduced to Spica last week. So you're still on the cutting edge of this, but we're hoping that that will also help in the retention. So contact me if you have any questions or information, you need clarity on something, or I misspoke, let me know. Okay? All right. Have a great semester. See you soon. Bye-bye.